Greetings, badasses. Sorry, that was not supposed to happen like that, but you know what? It's going to happen that way. Hi, how are you? Greetings. I hope it's going okay for everybody. Fuck daylight savings time and the person who invented it. Who was it suggested? I think it's mythology. I mean, Ben Franklin, but I don't think that's 100% accurate. I think at some point in time I invested some energy in figuring out, who the culprit was. But I probably, as my husband said, I deleted it from my memory because I have other things to worry about. How are you this morning? I am doing something new. I am getting up early, and I am getting on the mat before coffee. I know I tried this a little while ago, and it worked for a couple of days. My father has already been up at the ass crack of dawn. So let me go grab my glasses. I took those off. It's been getting up at like 2 a.m. I was hoping that daylight savings would stop that, but it did not. Anyway, so I'm focusing on the things that matter to me most. And you all matter to me. The yoga matters to me. Okay. Sorry, my husband sent me a weird text. He included me on a group chat, which doesn't usually happen. I kind of lost my frame of thought, the thread of the thought, mostly because it's daylight savings times week. I fucking hate daylight savings time. I'm not sure if you all know that about me, but I do not love it at all. I've lost Morning Groove playlist. Yeah, I don't really want that one. I'm going to redo some, just add some additional work to the things that I'm already tackling. We're in the middle of a kitchen remodel. Not a huge kitchen remodel. It started out as a little thing. Have you ever done that? Okay, you know what happens. You make a clean spot, or you decide to organize one thing, and it sort of spreads. I am so tired. I'm off schedule. Yesterday was miserable. And today doesn't seem to be feeling any better. So, for the 2 weeks after daylight savings time, this is a little trivia fact that I used to look up, or that I looked up and used to tell my students when they were struggling through this week at school. Although, it should be spring break. That's what we should do. We should just make universal spring break around daylight savings time. That would benefit kids. Anyway, for the 2 weeks after daylight savings switch, the spring forward, judicial sentencing is 25 to 35% higher, more stern, more strict, more severe. It's because everybody's cranky. All right. If I didn't say it, hi, my name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits. None of the bullshit. Look how high my legs are. Ooh, so tight in the hips. So tight in the hips. This is Morning Groove. I don't know. This is barely awake groove is what's happening. Barely fucking awake groove. So, I don't know what it's going to look like. Comfortable seated position to start out with, though. Legs extended as staff pose. This is a pretty comfortable or accessible pose for a lot of people. If you are feeling tense or tightness in the back of your hamstrings or in your low back, tuck a pillow, bolster, blanket, something under these noggins, these bony bones, the knees, and that should help that. One leg out, one leg in. Modified Z-sit. I like this one. The strength of the stretch, this is really going to be, buckle up. This one's a rough one. It comes from the angle of your leg. So closer to the foot, less strong, right? Gentler, more gentle, gentler, gentlest. I don't think that's a conjugation, is it? I don't know. The further away from your foot, the stronger you're going to get that stretch in your adductors and your hip flexors. Let's talk about this knee. If it's real high, mine's not as high as I thought it was. It was the position I was sitting in. Grab a pillow, grab a bolster, grab a blanket, tuck it underneath there so you can relax into this pose without causing any additional, more anxiety in the way you're sitting. Or you can join me in pleasant seated pose, which is not crisscross applesauce, nor is it fucking lotus. It is a pleasant seated pose. Both of my legs. This is the one benefit about wearing a little bit of a little bit darker legging on this is that you can see my feet. My feet are in alignment right next to each other on the mat. They are not, I'm not twisted up. I'm not off balance. I'm not struggling to maintain something that's not, it has zero. Fucking lotus pose has zero health benefit. Again, if your knees are real high, grab those pillows, grab those bolsters, blankets. Great. Couple of rolled up hand towels are perfect. I'm also feeling very froggy and I don't know why. Well, pulling our attention and awareness from the external to the internal, taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. How you feeling today? I am feeling, woo, that's how I'm feeling. I don't have words for how I'm feeling. I just have noises. Have you slept wonky? Are you feeling a little, check it out. How's it going? Whew. I told you it was going to be rough. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking and check in. Clearly, nothing's going on in my brain except a big old fat yawn. That's what's going on in my brain. I hope you are weathering this weirdness more effectively than I apparently am. But if you have a bunch bouncing around in your brain, I want you to slide all those things off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. I want you to hold that space, please. And then every time something sneaks in to what you're doing, just, scoot it off. Scoot it out of frame for a little while. I do not know. Allergies, probably. And then let's move our attention and awareness into the breath and notice how that's working out for you. I'm going to be struggling a little bit. I think, you know what, it's my asthma medication. It really fucks up my throat. Traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of our noses. If you're struggling with that, excuse me. I need a throat lozenge. If you're struggling with your breath, sorry, just breathe. If your nose is not serving you well today. Let's increase the length of inhale and work to balance it against the exhale. And I'd like you to work through a little rhythm of breath. Now, I say little. I want it longer than your intuitive rhythm of breath, but not so long, right? We're just waking up, man. And I'll tell you, me personally, on the struggle bus, I mean, this isn't even just counting like normal bullshit. This is like zombie bullshit. So we're just working our way forward, right? Wherever you are at in that length and balance of breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs, reaching down toward the mat. Nice, lovely sweep of the arms toward the ceiling with that inhale. Mine's turning into a big yawning, squeezing stretch, exhaling those fingers down. Taking a lateral extension over. Inhaling up and lengthening over. Right there. Yeah. Big inhale up and then finger tracing over, tucking the chin, taking a forward fold, resting the forearms on the knees, little rock and roll, wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth. I'm going to stay up higher. So tight. Unwinding that body. Nice big inhale up. Exhaling, releasing hands back to the hips, bowing the chin. Let's take a tilt of the ear over to one side. Man, I am so tight. When you notice a moment, right, a position where you feel it, I don't have to describe that hold there, right? I just noticed one on this side where on this return sweep, right there, all the way down my back. Oh. You know, because the leg bone's connected to the hip bone. We didn't even talk about soft tissue. Oh my gosh. Soft tissue. There should be a soft tissue song. Bowing the chin forward. Let's trace the fingertips around the front of the... Oh, I'm punch drunk. That's what's happening. I'm punchy, right? Change the placement of the legs. If you are seated in something other than staff pose, I'm going to take a moment. A little release. My knees are tight. It's actually quads and hamstrings that are aching my knees. Hips, low back, adductors, son of a gun. I neglected myself last week. This is what happens when we neglect our well-being. Let's see. Was I sitting like this? No, this is the swap. Sorry. Little rock side to side. I forgot which place where my legs were. Nice big sweep on up. Exhaling, squeeze back. We're going to take a weird reach here. So it's a cactus squeeze, and then we're reaching out and across for a lateral back stretch. Coming on up. Cactus squeeze, release the elbows down, and then out. Oh. Cactus squeeze. Okay, going into that arm, the lean, and reach. Coming on up. Cactus squeeze. Reach. Nice big inhale up and tracing fingers down. I hope that was 3. I lost count. Resting on the somewhere on the forearms. Knees, calves, ankles, block our floor. I'm still staying up here on the knees. I'm actually pressing a little heavier into that insertion point right there. Little lean. Unwinding the body. Nice big sweep on up to the ceiling. Releasing those hands back. Resting the chin down. Taking a tilt of the ear over to one side. Bowing the chin forward. Taking a tilt of the ear over to the other side. Ooh. I might have to entrust the beard with the thumper. I don't often do that. Releasing the chin forward, tracing the fingertips around the front of the body, slowly stacking cervical spine. We're going to unwind legs and lengthen them out. Little rock side to side. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Whew. So much tightness. Oh, those adductors, quads, hip flexors. Now, I want you at the widest, let's call this comfortably uncomfortable. So if this wide is making a scrunchy face you got going on, come in a little bit, right? You listen to your body. And I want you to be in the position where you are feeling. So here's where I'm feeling. I'm feeling adductors. I'm feeling hamstrings. I'm feeling some insertion, tension, stretching. Not tension, stretching around the knees, up here into the quads, a little calf work. And I'd like you to push your heels out and away from your calves. There's going to be some tension there, and then I'd like you to release the tension in the legs and keep your feet dorsiflexed. Okay, plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. All right. Ooh, we're going to slide. So I'm just going to slide. I'd like you to keep your body as open and out of the collapse. So what I'm talking about. Don't roll like this. I want you to open that shoulder back and keep the body in plane, I suppose, and then slide to the other side. Oh, right there, up over the hip. Oh. Where are you feeling it? What's in your wallet? I'm going to start saying that. Do they still use that as a catchphrase? I don't even, what company is that? It's a credit card company, obviously. Oh. With the breathing, we're inhaling as we extend the body. This is a general rule of thumb as well. And exhaling as we fold or collapse or tilt or compress. Oh, you know what this is turning into a little bit? This will be a, how will I say this? I was going to think of something cute and pithy. This is a morning yoga, Vini yoga hybrid. So Vini yoga, we do a lot of breathing and repetition. Morning yoga, we're just trying to get our eyes open. Coming on up to center, and we're reaching forward and taking a little release into the arms. I'd like you to keep your spine as long and flat as possible. And then come up nice and straight and tall. And I'm just pivoting at the hip. Forgot how to breathe there for a minute. And one more time. All right, taking fingertips behind the knees, I'm just drawing legs in. I want you to rest them on the floor. You can let those knees tent out. Or I guess they don't tent out. They release out. They tent in, tenting, releasing, I suppose. Yeah. Inhale up, nice, lovely, round wine goblet shape. Exhale, reaching forward and taking a nice round back. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And one more time. We're just going to hold here, and I want you to rock and roll as needed. Little lean. Oh, there's my lumbar. No, it's my transverse abdominis. Insertion. Ooh. Into the QLs. Gonna lean this way. Wiggle the toes. Breathe. Slowly unwind. Ooh. All right, let's move to hands and knees. Yeah, that made things a little looser, a little more accessible. I like it. All right, I don't know what we're doing today. We're going to do a little quad works. We're going to take a little hero pose, which is this one. So make sure you have a block or a blanket or a pillow behind you. We're going to do a little round back. So it's kind of, I have used this one before. It's an ocean swelling move, like like a wave breaking. So that's a cat, angry cat, chaturanga, sort of modified chaturanga sort of movement. And we'll probably throw some frog pose in there. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. My brain is it might have kicked on a little bit. All right, taking the knees. I resting my knees on a blanket because owie. I have this block actually, and I put this block horizontally between my feet so that my knees will stay. My shins, look, ankles, shins, knees will stay in parallel. That does weird and wonky things with my hip flexors. 2 fist widths between the knees. And then heels of hands out in front of your shoulders, a full palm's length. I'm also dealing with some radial nerve impingement, which is frustrating. All right, I got a vacuum in here, cleaning the house. I have, let it go. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, tucking the chin, taking the forearms down. We're doing our Chakravarkasana bow, a little scoop of the belly. Draw back and fold. And now here's where we're going to work this weird, it's kind of a Ferris wheelie. We're going to come forward to the elbows, press up to the hands, angry cat tuck it, and slowly release into this fold. There it is. Inhaling forward, pressing up to the heels of the hands, and release. I'm inhaling right here, exhaling, scooping the belly, and coming down into this fold. And one more time. Inhaling forward, we're going to go into what the fuck lean. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, rocking back. taking this roundness. 2 more. Coming on up, adding a left leg lift. Round the back and tuck. Left leg lift. I'm not giving a lot of energy here. I want to just extend that leg and I want to curl around. And release. All right, let's Chakravakasana bow it. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scooping the belly, drawing back into the fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. And inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. Coming on through center, let's angry cat tuck it and round through this back. Coming through forward. 2 more, round the back. And 1 more time. Coming forward, right leg's lifting. Lift. Bring it round, round, bound, round, round, round. Sorry, bring it forward and round your back. That was much better cue. And round, and round, 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 round. And 1 more time. Bringing it down, Chakravakasana bowing. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly. Drop back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Open up those elbows. I'm taking a little rock into the delts, pecs, biceps. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And the other side. I'm holding here, moving a little forward, a little back. Inhaling forward. Angry cat, cat. Tuck. Cat, cat. Coming forward. Pressing up. Scoop the belly. Angry cat. And 1 more time. All right, now we're adding here. I'm going to come for my Vajrasana. So we're standing up. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back a little bit. Lean it up. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back. Inhaling up. We're going to take arms out in front of us. Lean back into those knees. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the glutes. Inhaling up. Sweep these arms to come down. Left leg lifts. Bend the knee. Bring it around. Now I want you to tuck the foot under the body and press into that heel. Big calf stretch here. Lengthen that leg up. Bring the knee down. Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, draw back into the fold. Rock and roll. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And leaning. Angry cat tuck into that roll. Coming on back. Open up those elbows. Wiggle the fingers. Let's come forward. And exhale. Coming up to Vajrasana. Round in the back. Round, 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 round. Cactus squeeze. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back again. Coming on up. Another cactus squeeze. And lateral extension. Drive that elbow back. Inhaling up. We're leaning back. Squeeze the glutes. Press the hips forward. Scoop the belly. Lean, 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 lean. Now we're sitting and leaning, 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 leaning. I'm taking a little rock side to side. This is quads. This is hip. This is low back. And coming forward to our Chakravarkasana bow. Nope, coming forward to our right leg lift. There we go. Bend that knee. Rock and roll the ankle. Tuck this foot forward. And push into the heel. I call this the Terminator. Inhaling up. Bring it down. Now we Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. Draw back into the fold. Little rock side to side. Open up those elbows. Wiggle the fingers. Roll the wrists. Spread the fingers. Make a fist. Inhaling up. What the fuck, lean. And switching sides. Coming through, angry cat tuck. We're going 3 rounds. Coming down. Processing through. Angry cat tuck. Pressing through. Angry cat tuck. Rounding the back to come to Vajrasana. Cactus squeeze. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back. Inhaling up. Cactus squeeze. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back. Inhaling up. Arms forward. Squeeze the glutes. Lean back into the quads. And now we're coming all the way down. So I'm moving this block now. You don't have to. You can take that block. You can take a blanket. You can support those hips somehow. I'm rocking into the heels of my hands, fingers forward, sinking into the elbows. And now I'm lifting hips. Soft in the elbows. Shoulders are rolled back. Chin is tucked. Releasing on through. Coming into our Chakravarkas. Oh, no. Left leg lift. Sorry. Almost cheated it out. Take that toe all the way back. All right. We're going to come forward into runner stretch. So straight forward. Aligning the heel to hip. Quad to calf to hamstring. Knee forward. I slid my right leg back a little bit. And I took to the tops of my knuckles just to give my wrists a little break. This is hip flexor on the right side. I'm wiggling a little. I'm sliding side to side. I want to release some of this tension. And now I'm leaning to the left. All right, heels of the hands. Woo! Bring that right knee forward. Unwind the left leg. Big stretch up. And now readjust for Chakravarkasana bow. Tuck the chin. Take the forearms down. Scoop the belly. And come on back into the fold. Inhaling forward. What the fuck, lean. And inhaling, what the fuck, lean. Angry cat tuck into that fold. Rocking to the forearms, coming on up. Angry cat tuck. And nope, sorry. Lost the flow right there. I'm going to take this bow. We're coming up to Vajrasana. It's our last hero's pose on the right side. Well, it's not on the right side, technically. Cactus squeeze. Lateral extension. Drive the elbow back. And lengthen up. Inhaling up. Cactus squeeze. Lateral extension. Drive that elbow back. Squeeze the glutes forward. Squeeze the glutes forward. Okay, we're coming down to that seat. Pressing in, and now I'm lifting. Releasing forward. Coming into hands and knees. Right leg lift. Bring that knee straight forward. This is a runner stretch. Taking it back. I think that's a Pilates position, actually. All right. I'm going to lean into that hip and turn to the right. I'm releasing. I'm coming a little long with the body. I'm going a little longer back with the foot. I want to lift a little. Lean, 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 lean. And now tuck that left foot a little forward. Bring the right knee out and up. Knee in. Chakravakasana bow. Tuck the chin, take the forearms down, scoop the belly, and draw back into the fold. Rock and roll it. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. All right, here we go. We're going to take a frog pose. So I'm going to externally rotate my knee at the hip, touch the toes, sink. And I'm staying up. This is just tightness beyond tightness. Breathe. The thing about tightness in the adductors and the hip flexors is it wraps all the way around, and you're feeling that in your low back and glute med. Woo! Are we holding this a little longer than is comfortable? Yes. Yes, we are. I'm going to bring a knee in. I'm going to bring a knee in. All right. Oh, grab a drink. Grab a layer. We're moving to our backs. Whoo. And I will tell you, I think I'm going to have to take seated meditation, because if I lay here for, 5 minutes quietly breathing, I'm going to fall asleep and you're going to hear me snore. There, I said it in public. I am a snorer, apparently. That's why I'm a side sleeper, though. I sleep on my side so I don't snore, because snoring feels like suffocating to me. I almost always wake myself up. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to grab some water. Oh, low back. Okay, so this is going to be some figure 4. This is what happens when you take an impact tool, rotary hammer, I don't know, drill something to the floor. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow. Oh, tuck up, release. Oh, and open up arms. Whew. All right, yeah, I got to keep my eyes open here. I'm going to take my right foot over my left knee and externally rotate a little. Oh, yeah, feel that. That is some hip release. All right, sliding the hand. We're going to slide the hand up and down the back of the leg. The right arm has nothing to do here but relax. Yes? Inhaling at center. Exhaling, drawing up and giving it a squeeze. Oh, inhaling. And exhaling. And one more time. And release. All right, right foot. Left ankle. Externally rotate. Whoo. All right, committed. I'm committed this week. Getting up with my alarm, because you know what? My brain is starting to work. It is. All right, right hand behind the right knee. Left arm doesn't have a job. Let's hang on here just for a minute. Little rock side to side. Oh, that is some tight hammy. Oh, right there. And release. Feet on out. We're going to take some windshield wiper sweeps. Tilt the knees all the way over. Inhaling up. Tilt the knees all the way over. Oh yeah, that's the left hip issue. It's always my left hip. I don't know why. Stabilization, I think I'm right-handed. Although I'm kind of ambidextrous. Oh, here's a question. I have a survey. Survey says, is your dishwasher to the left of your sink or to the right of your sink? Let me know. Taking votes. Stop recording. All right, let's take some Apanasana. Finishing off. Big finish. Drawn into the body with the knees. How about drawing the knees toward the body with the hands? Look at me. I can speak English. Little rock side to side. Oh, my goodness. I really need some tennis ball work, but you know what? I'm going to fall asleep if I do that. I'm going to lean right there for a minute. All right, I would like you to check in with your body temperature. Get warm, get toasty, get comfortable. Full Shavasana, legs extended, arms at your sides, palms up. This is the traditional pose. Tuck a pillow behind the knees, put the feet on the floor, let the knees tent in, lay on one side. If you're gestating a human being and you have full reproductive rights and medical care, regardless, but you know what I'm saying, right? Tuck a pillow between your knees. Drape your hand over that pillow and support your head. You're allowed to lay on one side or the other. I cannot remember which one it is. Tom is laying on his belly with his hands resting on his head resting on his hands. And I'm going to take seated meditation because if I close my eyes for much longer, I'm going to just fall asleep. So, pulling attention and awareness into the state and quality of your forehead. I want you to take a scan of the tiny little muscles and nerve endings around your face. Unclench the teeth, relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Give me a little shake of the head, no. Roll the shoulders, wiggle the fingers, stretch the arms, roll the ankles, and then release the upper body into the mat. Follow the length of spine from the base of the neck down between the shoulder blades. Down the rib cage and into the hips. Tilt the tailbone forward or up, and then release into the mat. Let the torso go soft. Give me some energy through the legs. Squeeze the quads. Point the toes. Flex the feet. Roll the ankles. And then let the lower body take its rest against the mat. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Quiet the mind, right? There were some things that squeaked into our attention. They saw the gap and they made for it. Let's let those things go a little while longer. And anchor our attention to the breath. Soft, easy inhale. Soft, silent exhale. Let's pull some deeper breaths into the lungs. Big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Lengthen those arms out to the side and then reach them up in a big yawning, getting out of bed stretch. Bring a knee up. Give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up. Give it a squeeze. Taking some rocking side to side, rolling from one hip across to the other. And then rocking over to one side, slowly peeling that upper body off the mat and coming up on into comfortable seated position. Now, this might be different than when you started, so find that spot. Stack the ribs, shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Taking a scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form. You might be experiencing something new. I am feeling something. Right there. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your breathing, and notice how you're feeling in the lungs. And then finally checking in with your brain. Let's go through what we can prioritize. There's so much. I mean, if you were even remotely concerned with humanity, you're carrying such a load. And that doesn't even give us room sometimes for folding the laundry or doing the dishes or tearing apart the kitchen floor. Grocery shopping. I am grocery shopping today. So just, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some room. It's crazy. Anchor some priorities and make sure that they're things that you can confidently, comfortably achieve today. Releasing practice, blinking your eyes open, taking a moment to honor your body for doing what you asked it to do today. And so much work it does to get us from one end of the week to the other. It's crazy. It's such an efficient machine and we treat it so abysmally. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company, Yoga for the Rest of Us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. There's plenty of bullshit here. It just doesn't have anything to do with yoga or fitness. Shout out, Stell. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So glad to see you. Diane. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. We got to get something on the calendar. Call you. I'm texting you tomorrow to get something on the calendar. And let's see what else. Grace and kindness, motherfuckers. That's all I've got. Grace and kindness. Ciao.